Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. In the previous video we did a ton of social links, and now we're gonna go to the upper part of Tazia, which is the next Tartarus block. Now, pretty much like every other block of this stupid tower, it's divided into two parts, excluding the next block, which is actually just one giant block. And you can take on whatever the crap you want. But yes, we need to now progress, since in the previous video, we defeated, which one? It was those tanks, and we beat them, so it was pretty nice. And honestly, a lot easier than I thought it'd be. But yeah, now that has been taken care of, it's time to go to 123 of Tartarus, which... yeah, I don't know, the amount of shadows on this floor aren't really that, or actually not, the amount of new shadows aren't the most plentiful, but I still want to show off some of them, like the blue sigil and the tiaras. Oh, speaking of the blue sigils, here they are. These guys are weak to Mudo and no Mabufu, which is very scary. So we're going to go on Pale Rider, who is very underleveled. Actually, he's not underleveled, he's just really weak. Like, we got him when we were level 20, but he's still going to be very helpful, because instant death skills do build upon your luck, but it's kind of like, okay, you're gonna take it like 20 extra damage maybe. It's not really the most important thing to upgrade your death personas, or liked for that matter. Though if they get Hama and Mudo boost, you should definitely upgrade them, but chances are that probably won't happen. And alright, Yukari, tossing out her Garulas. Not bad, not bad. And apparently Junpei is gonna just give it all he's got and just defeat that shadow with his giant katana. And alright, now we have this blue sigil. He will use some Hama attacks, and yeah, he's of the hero bench, by the way. Didn't know if you guys knew that. I'm just gonna auto him down, and hey, Yukari got a crit. You don't see that every day. So yeah, that's those guys. Not really that intimidating, honestly. And okay, I think we could get that priestess persona, but I don't really think that it would benefit us too greatly. And yeah, it's pretty much Tazia. It's pretty standard stuff. I'm gonna look for some chests. Why not? We got a little bit of time to blow. Might as well. And I actually haven't mentioned it yet, or mentioned it yet. But the Tartarus music does like change periodically through the game. I kind of made a mistake. The music that goes really well with this isn't one, like, you know, the selectable tracks that you can select from Fuka. It doesn't have any selectable, anyways. The tracks that you can select from Fuka's playlist, I guess. 3 is the one I swear just goes perfectly with this place. I'm gonna show that off next chance I get, because we are still battling these blue sigils, who aren't giving as good EXP now that they're not dropping their leaf cards, but everyone's leveling up regardless. And no, we shouldn't split up. We should request background music. Let's see. I have a couple tracks. Let's do number 3. Yes, I love this song so much. It's so classy, man. Gosh, it's just cool, you know. Reminds me of I don't know if you guys ever heard of this game, but it's an indie game. It's sort of a arcade fighter. It's called Skullgirls. Reminds me of something straight out of that game. It has like a jazz piano like thing to it. It's a pretty good game if you ever have like $10 and pick it up. They actually just released well, this is like probably going up like 2 weeks from now, but they released a very like an update to their game called Encore, and it's pretty cool. I want to sneak up on this dude. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes, we got him. Awesome. So we got another rare form. Let's see. Oh, he has the advantage though. He probably just stand there though. Sometimes they will run away, but it's not the end of the world. Let's just use a Garula, since chances are it will not dodge it. Yeah, it just goes down in one hit. Not too bad. So let's see what item we got. There are 2 items we get. Yes, an opulent coin. If I remember, we can sell that for a lot of money, or it could have a completely different effect. Let me check real fast. No, well, actually, we should probably use Medea, since we're a little low, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, so items should be at the bottom. Yeah, it's just a sell item, so it's pretty nice if you get those, because, you know, you want to increase your yen so you can use better personas. Anyways, let's see if there's any more on this floor. I went to this guy to turn around. He's probably not going to. Oh gosh, darn it. And luckily those shadows were very weak, and, you know, Sati just took care of them all. Now I'd like to take a little bit of time to talk about what's happening in the story. The story of Persona 3 is primarily why you play it. I really do enjoy the dungeon crawling aspect of it, but primarily what drew me to the Shin Megami Tensei franchise was pretty much the story and all the characters, and also the setting. This game has a really cool setting, in my opinion. We have these bizarre creatures that spawn on, like, you know, a full moon, and we have to defeat all of them, and simultaneously climb this giant tower to discover why it was created. I don't know, I just think that's really cool. And are these new people? These are champion knights. Might as well just fight them, honestly. This should be over really quickly, so might as well talk. But yeah, like, there's no other game like that. Sure, there's a ton of games with giant towers, but like the Midnight... Actually, not the Midnight. The Dark Hour. I'm getting my games mixed up. It's such a cool setting. And it's just... It really makes Persona 3 what it is. And why would you hit the one that's down, you second idiot? Whatever, doesn't matter. We're gonna mop the floor with these guys relatively quickly anyways. And yeah, I don't know why. I just really dig this game, and I've always wanted to Let's Play it, because it's just... It's really cool, and all of these, like, shadows that we're fighting are based on, like, Sigmund Freud's, you know, psyche studies and stuff, and the masks that people wear, you know, are personas. I don't know why, I just think that's so cool, and also the cards and the fusing, you know, it's kind of like Pokemon, it's an RPG, it's just there's no other game like it. There's been tons of games that have been trying to rip off Persona, and they just can't get the right style. The character art, you know, basing it on mythology, no crap, we're all split up. It just makes it awesome, and no, we don't want to go to the waypoint. We want to find the stairs. And they're right there. That's relatively boring. Apparently our teammates are finding stuff, but I really don't care. I'm just going to go to the next floor. If you're wondering, we're, I think we can go. Yeah, he's going to give me a Disrage. We got another Disrage. Okay. So those floors are honestly seriously boring, but it's whatever. Because your teammates can just teleport to the stairs. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, I really like Persona, and I really wish I didn't get there. Ugh. Guess we show this fight. Oh, these are new enemies. Finally. And okay, Akigo's weak to ice, and he's gonna use a Rakunda on Junpei. Won't matter, though. These are the Death Twins. They are weak to strike attacks, absorb electricity, and reflect Hama skills. And this is the Elegant Mother. We've already fought her. She's weak to death. It's not really a big deal. We're just gonna use Mamuto on them. I would like to get the scan, though, for the Death Twins, because that's really helpful. But they died in one hit, so I guess we won't be able to see that. And okay, wow, that actually does a ton of damage. I guess Junpei's just gonna, like, do 100 damage. Gosh, Junpei is doing so much damage with that sword, it's, like, ridiculous. And okay, we learned her weakness, even though we'll completely forget it at the end of this battle. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, the Elegant Mother is a reverse of what the Empress Arcana is supposed to be, which we haven't really run into yet, other than the reverse Shadow Boss. And more death cards, awesome. Basically, she's not a very good example of what a woman of, what would you call it? A respected woman would be, basically. That's what she's based off of. And 13 more days till we fight the next Shadow Boss. I need to probably do a mass amount of social links, because I don't know, I just love fighting bosses. That's my favorite part of games. I can't even explain why, though. It's just because you work really hard, and then it's like, oh, here's the end goal. We were training ourselves to be able to defeat this thing, and alright, we have not encountered these things yet. These are the Withering Tiaras. They're weak to ice. Do we have any ice personas? I think we just have... yeah, we have Mothman. I was gonna say Genbu, but you know, it's whatever. It's kind of the same guy. I was gonna use a Megidola. Just do a ton of damage. And just... I wouldn't have registered that they're weak to ice, though. Wow, that actually did a ton. I guess we're... Oh, okay, we got the scan. Cool. So they have Agi, Hama, Dia. They're really not that threatening. Can't even heal itself for that much, for crying out loud. So yeah, that's what these guys are about. They don't really... These Tiara shadows really don't appear a whole lot. I've been trying to show them off more often. I guess that's the one gripe with Persona 3, is that they really reuse a lot of the models. And oh gosh, I really didn't want that Mothman. I wanted the sword. Which, I can understand why they did. This is kind of like a big gambit from Atlas. You know, we're reintroducing a very old franchise in a new way. This isn't like Persona 2 or 1. This is something completely different. And this is the gameplay style that I think they're gonna probably stick with for the future Persona installments. Because, well, people seem to really like it after all. Okay, we got more Magnuses. Magical Magnus, we already fought these dudes. They are weak to fire. The reason well, this is a new enemy we haven't seen yet, but I still have them scanned, is because I did some of the mass amount of grinding that I had to do when we beat the arcane turrets. Now, you may be thinking, dude, that's like cheating. Well, I basically have a giant cheat sheet that tells all the weaknesses anyways, so it's not really that big of a deal, in my opinion. And yeah, you can say that again, Fuka. That was a pretty easy one. Let's get these 6 of Leaf. And it is in the center. Yeah, cool. So that's going to give us 1,000. And ooh, something changed. Ooh, Sati is going to level up. And oh, she's going to get diorama. Nice. So now we have that healing skill too on top of Medea. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, an odd morsel. Not a fan of that item, but we will need it for a future social link coming up relatively soon. Let's attack this little dude and see what he is. Probably... What? Oh, it's just Elegant Mother. Really? I guess we can just auto her down. It's really not that hard. And no, the Magarula. Oh gosh, she does so much damage. We're not totally just gonna punch you in the face like a million times. Actually, probably would have been helpful if Junpei was allowed to punch her in the face, because he does a ton of damage with that sword of his. Okay. Yukara is gonna get the finishing blow. That enemy, not really too tough. I don't find Empress to be that threatening of an Arcana to go up against. It's kind of like the Magician. It's kind of just like, whatever, I don't really care. Not too much going on this floor, so let's go upstairs again. Our HP is looking good, so far, the hardest part about doing a perfect social link run is the beginning in a Persona game. Once you get past that, your party becomes a lot more durable, I guess is a good word for it. And the game just gets a lot easier because you're maxing out the social links, obviously, and you get really strong personas, yada yada yada. You know how it is, okay? I want to find more treasure, though. I like finding the treasure, especially the very rare chests, because you never know what's in them. There's actually a giant selection of items that can be them, like attack mirrors, upgrades, like homunculuses, I believe, are some of the items. So that's pretty cool. Let's actually come back here. I can almost taste treasure. Well, there's some treasure over there, but I don't really know if it's a rare chest. Do we heal? Okay, there's the waypoint. Okay, let's just attack this guy over here and see what treasure he will bestow upon us. And it's a normal chest. Not really that great, but hopefully this will be a new... Nope, same old dudes. More rocky it is, but a banks Sati coming out. And we're gonna knock them all down. I believe... Okay, let's check. We've seen every single enemy that we can on this floor except for one, which is the Brave Wheel, which is weak to ice. Level 45, not as hard as the arcane turrets. No, there's Urubos. It's pretty cool. Persona get. We got Beast Fangs, which I believe are... Actually might be an upgrade for Akihiko, but I'm too lazy to switch them out. More Rancid Gravy, why the heck not? We just got 5 more floors of Taurus to climb, and we'll see if we can fight the next boss. Chances are I can. I don't think anyone here is weak to fire, are they? No, I don't think anyone. We might be able to do it in this episode, although we are getting a little low on time. And yeah, so I really do like to keep my time in good regards, because what you guys don't realize, I can't just upload any video I want, no matter how much length, because those videos. Here's the thing, okay? The videos take a while to upload. That's just how it is. Let's get the Deathwing scan, and I believe the tiaras. Yeah, I don't even give a crap. I'm just gonna Miragi every... Oh, that is actually not a good idea. Thank you, Fuka, for telling me that. I'll go into Mothman. Yeah, try a different skill. Let's try a Bafula. That'll probably work against... Gosh, I can't remember. Okay, so they are weak to strike. The twins, that is. Tiaras... Okay, the tiaras are weak to ice. So let's get that, so we always know that. And there we go. Oh, come on, missed. Really? But here's the thing about, okay, I know you guys have said I want longer videos, 20 minutes isn't enough, please just upload more. I can't always do that, because I only have so much uploads, I have an upload cap on my, what's it called? Internet service provider, so I can't just upload 100 hours every other day. It's not going to work out. So I try to condense my videos down a little bit. Now there's 2 reasons I do that. One is to become more accessible. If someone just sees a 20-minute video, they're like, check out this game, it might look kind of fun. And then they get into the series so they can spend more time on it. But if they just see a 50-minute episode, it's like, well, that may not be for me. I understand people like to see a lot of gameplay and just sit down and mass, okay, I just want to watch this whole game, and that's their thing. And I understand that mentality, but when a series is all done and said, you can do that on any of the millions of games I've uploaded. I mean, I don't know. But I'm trying to think, what the RPG crowd, do they like to just watch a whole thing massively? And if the action game like Donkey Kong, do people just like to watch that not in bulk? I don't know. I'm trying to figure stuff out like that. What are people's tendencies? And I'm probably just putting too much thought into it. Hey, another Mantle of Wind, which is surprisingly misleading. Yeah. Let's request some healing from Akihiko. And let's try and get done with this floor. We just got 5 more floors to go up, so let's just try and find the stairs. Because honestly, I don't feel like I'm going to run into that enemy we haven't found yet anytime soon. And yeah, unfortunately, the first section of Tazia is kind of bare. I don't know, it looks really nice, it looks pretty. It's got cool music. Actually, no, it's just the music I changed it to. I deceived you. Oh. Don't really care about that chest. It's not a legendary chest, so not really a big deal, or a rare chest. I just like calling things legendary. Doesn't that just sound cooler? It's probably from my Pokemon upraising. Ah, crap. I don't know what on earth made me do that, but yeah, that was a little bit silly. Because in this point in the game, shadows are going to become less dodgeable. And hey, a legendary chest. Actually, it's rare. Homunculus. Awesome. It's going to probably save my butt if a one-hit kill move hits me. So that's pretty nice. I always like getting homunculuses. And this may be the new enemy that I'm searching for. And indeed it is not. It's just one of these noobs. Everyone attack it! Everyone gang up on it. He's alone. Was easily defeated by punching it with bladed... just blades. Yeah, that kind of hurts. Should I do like pierce damage? Anywho, just 3 more floors to go up. We're almost done here. I still want to run into the Brave Wheel, though. I wonder how I run into him yet. Or maybe just some red shadows may help out. That reminds me of Dark Souls because the red phantoms in that game are very frightening. As the red shadows in this game are also very frightening. And hey, a bunch of yen. Let's press the circle and oh boy. This guy really wants to fight us. Okay. Apparently he's just decided to stop there, so I might as well take up the opportunity to attack him in more elegant mothers. We already have Take equipped. Let's also use a Mazio and do a ton of damage. Bam, bam, bam. Aw, come on. Well, luckily, I think Akihiko goes next. Hopefully, no, he goes last. What the heck? Akiyu, how'd you get so slow, man? Have you stopped training? Oh. Okay. Regardless, though, Zyanga is gonna connect and knock the one that just got back up down, and then we can do an all. What? Okay. Apparently, no. Okay, I missed one, and then one got back up. So we're gonna knock it down again and do an all-out attack, and that's all she wrote. At this point, okay, I think that is a level 43 enemy, so we're technically like over-leveled for this area, I think. Because I've explained this once, but I might as well reiterate. The way EXP works is, it's dependent on how high the enemy that you're fighting is. You can't just stay in the first block and just grind on very weak shadows and expect to level up quickly. It doesn't even work like that. In fact, that would literally take forever compared to some RPGs that actually encourages that mentality. But no, Persona and Shin Megami Tensei in general wants you to always challenge yourself and try and, you know... That's what I like about it, too. It's not... There's really just not a lot of exploitable features, really. The only one that comes to mind is in Persona 4? And also in Shin Megami Tensei 4, where there was these, like, one enemies that keep spawning more enemies, and you can actually trick them to summon the enemies, and then you just auto, but you only auto with, like, your main character. And so you kill the very small enemy, and then the larger enemy keeps spawning more enemies, and you basically just get infinite EXP from doing it, so... And okay, it is another rare form. Let's hit him. No, I missed. Crap. Hopefully... Okay, you missed too. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that guy has a very high dodge rating. And yes, we got a hill sword. So basically... Okay, now I have to talk about weapon fusion. So, well, actually, when we go to the mall next, we'll talk about it. So basically, the antique shop that opened up very early in the game, yeah, that's not an ordinary antique shop. I'm just gonna hit this guy for some cheap EXP. Because he could be the enemy that I'm looking for. Yes! We finally found him, the Brave Wheel. And if something's on fire in an RPG, what do you do against it? Well, either water or ice are gonna help you out. And this guy is, in fact, weak to ice. I believe he has very damaging, like, physical attacks despite being on fire. So watch out for that. He is, only absorbs fire. Aside from that, he's kind of a pushover. So, yeah. Look how much damage we did. And gosh. It's gonna go home run! Do 164 damage, which was way more than I could do, but then again, you got a crit. When someone's feeling good, basically, they can get more crits with physical attacks. And alright, so... Yeah, next chance I get will be going to the antique shop to fuse a persona into my sword. And that'll be pretty cool, and the enemy is on the next floor, so let's go up there and say hi to the little guy. Since we're almost out of SP, and I do not care to get that chest, honestly. Because the thing about chests in this game, you almost need them. Because there's the only way, like, dependable way other than the coin card to get money. And it's like, you have to risk your life to get them, as opposed to Persona 4, where another, like, RPGs for that matter, where you just pick up money. And there is one powerful enemy in the center. You know the drill, going downstairs to heal up and save. And I'm going to see if I can take on this next boss. Now, I made a slight miscalculation, actually. I needed to be level 44 to fuse our next persona. Now, I just kind of went upstairs, got level 44, and then came back down. Anyways, now that has been taken care of, we're going to go into the Velvet Room, because yes, we need a new persona to, well, defeat this next boss. Anyways, I think I have enough room. Here's hoping I have enough room. If I don't, I'm going to be a little mad at myself. But we need Gur of the Moon. 1100, kind of pricey, but yeah. Now, you can do this a lot of ways. I have a Linen Sid that I found in Tazia, but you don't necessarily need that. First thing we're going to do is, where on earth is it? We're going to combine Apsaurus and Gur to make Nandi, who is a cow. He's a cow guy. He's a cow god. He's kind of cool. Of Indian culture, and he's okay. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? Well, that's slightly annoying, but you've just witnessed a fusion accident. Instead of the persona that I wanted to create, I made Tanaka, or Taraka, who is terrible. It's of the Hermit. Yeah, not exactly what I wanted. That's basically a little bit of wasted money, but the personas weren't really that hard to get. Oh my gosh, this persona is so crap, I don't even care. So, that was my mistake of not saving, actually. Because sometimes fusion can mess up, like that. That just happened. So that kind of sucks. I need to quickly exit though, save, and make sure that we do that correctly this time. Kind of annoying. And okay, now that I have gotten rid of that really not useful hermit persona, let's fuse the correct people again to make Nandi, who... Nandi is of the Star. Now, Star is usually about offensive magic and stuff like that, and usually buffs too. Now we got him. Okay, super. Well, it kind of set me back a little bit, but it's okay. Actually, just time-wise, not like money. Tons of money doesn't really matter. And Nandi, yeah, it's gonna level up one time and get Cool Breeze next level, actually, but this guy's just gonna be fused away, so it really isn't that important. Next, what we have to do is, if you don't have a Linen Sid, you can find it in Tazia, but I have one, so I'm gonna use it. We're gonna combine her, and where on earth are you? Oh, wait. I think I need... Darn, I think I need another persona. Yeah, I do. Who is it? Oh, no, it's the Nandi. Okay, right there. To make Okuninushi. I believe I'm saying that correctly. This guy is a straight-up boss. I want to see if I can get better moves on him, though. Mandia, Otto, Turikanja, not too great. Okay, Marikaran and Diorama. I will take that. He's of the Temperance. This guy is really, really good. Probably the best persona in all of Temperance. It's kind of crazy. He's a fire spellcaster. He inherits fire skills, he resists Hama, and he completely negates fire. Very stupidly helpful against this next boss. Yeah. If you need a good fire persona user, they don't all have to be magicians. This guy is right up your alley. He also gets Agidine, the 3rd level of fire. So we basically don't have a use for, Sati anymore. This guy does everything she does but better, so really stinking good. Now that we have this persona and the skills that I wanted on him. But anyways, that is going to pretty much do it for this episode of Let's Play Persona 3 FES. As always, my computer is almost about to run out of recordable space, so I need to save, and I'll see you guys next time.